Alright, so what we are hoping to see? Sleight of Fist into what? Reincarnation into Fire Soul? Something like
Uh,
that?
I think he's gonna pick. I want to see Reincarnation first pick
On the Faceless Void.
on the Faceless Void because
But
I think Faceless Void is their best offlane model because of strength gain and melee. And Reincarnation is just a really good offlane ability.
I just can't look at giving up that Sleight of Fist, because if it gets later on, I'm just worried about like the tree ending up with Sleight of Fist, Mortar Strike, or something like that, and then it's just over. He's
even
gonna
on
be
the Raid
Nah,
King,
one-shotting everybody.
like
nah,
even
nah,
on the
nah.
Raid King though, like you suddenly turn him to hero. If you pick Sleight of Fist, then Raid King is forced to pick the Reincarnation. That hero is not gonna do anything the whole game until he gets Aghanims. And we see just that, the slide pick.
You underestimate Reincarnation, man. It's really good.
I
It's really
suppose,
good.
but the slide is also very powerful. And we see
Just the
8 run
ability to
shot.
run in and force the enemy to cast their spells into you uh, wins you a team fight. And then you are alive again. And then the Aghanims just makes it
Oh,
worse.
I really like this pick on the maiden though. As you said, this bow is gonna probably end up like 2 mega carries fighting each other, and Demonic Purge is perfect answer to that. You just completely shut down the enemy carry.
Yep.
Okay, from the high power picks, the Fiery Soul looks like will be untouched in the first rotation of the picks. Or maybe they'll pick it on Lina. No, the Lina will be.
That
Okay, we
feels like
see like,
random.
yeah, like I mean it's a really good skill, but they're right now they're missing their third core, and it would be really nice to have it. And now it will not combine well, so he's probably not going for the Fairy Soul at all. So they will end up probably leaving it to Gyro, and if Gyro gets a good enabler for it, and with time lock, ooh, it's gonna be nasty. But
Get
nice setup
Chrono.
on Lina. Yeah.
Get Chrono. Corona right now. Homing
Yeah.
Missile. Also good.
Yeah, that's very nasty Venomancer already in the lane too. Though they already have the answer with disruption, you just disrupt the target, it's trying to go
I mean,
for.
it's not that nasty because Venomancer can only cast one of these spells. I'd like to have Poison Sting on him to be even more disgusting in lane, but
Mm.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's
But
really
we,
good in mid game.
sure.
When he
By
is
the
on
way, we
lane.
see this again, what we saw the last game from the Drugalki as well. They kind of draft like 3 support heroes.
Well,
Yeah, I
we
mean,
do see the Fiery Soul go the way there, so
Yeah.
anything to
And,
activate that, and that is going to be a monster build.
and he's pretty much guaranteed to get something. Like there's Gale, there's Grasp, there's even Fire set.
Shadow Poison. I think Shadow
Yeah.
Poison is the best, right?
Yeah.
Alright,
No
so he
mana
gets
cost
Janata.
and
Or
low
Dragon
cooldown.
Slave. Oh, nice. But the
Oh,
Mortal Strike is picked, so
okay. I
unfortunately no one
was about to
shots.
say,
He literally picked
Yeah,
it up right before the
but he
Janata.
has
but he
the
got
cla-
Got
a
into track,
got the
that's really
crit.
good.
that's amazing build on Faceless Void. I would play this in a pub.
Yeah, but it's not a carry build.
Not the hard carry. Yeah, it's more like a
It's
mid
not a
build.
hard carry build.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he is a one trick pony. He gonna
But
slide a fist and then do nothing for like 6
oh,
seconds.
yeah.
So
I was a little bit hoping that we would see like Flak on Hoodwink, and then we have like good like Hoodwink hard carry. But he's building just regular Hoodwink. So it's starting to look more like a force support hero of the Radiant side.
oh, he picked a shadow poison like I suggested.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah. That gyro is absolutely disgusting.
Yep.
Yeah.
And this already looks like an outdraft a little bit from the Dire. But
I
not
really, really
really
like
Nah,
that
not
Gyros
really.
build, though.
I,
It's
I think
really
it's really
strong.
even. I think it's really even. So,
You're
gives
right,
it
though. They
like
nice
still can
freezing
shut
field.
down the Gyro pretty easily, though.
yeah, they have
So
the demonic purge, that's true. Well, it's like one big carry and they have tools to deal with one
so
big
now
carry.
get what Shadow Walk. Just get the Shadow Walk.
Yeah, on the bounty that would be perfect.
Okay.
But he goes for
And they have the Chrono on Radiant side. That's a big team fight ability. Can cancel the freezing field even through BKB, and the Void can run into it.
Gonna
oh,
take
Oh,
they
there's
have the
poison
thing
Reincarnation
sting.
on
out of the
Venom.
Nice.
picture for a little bit as well, potentially.
So what's it last
Yeah.
pick on Treant? Probably Nature's Grasp, right? Because he has talents for it.
Mm, yeah.
Yeah.
Not surprising.
And on Gyro, Vendetta, maybe?
Really?
He might also pick simply the call, right?
Okay.
But yeah, the Vendetta makes most sense.
Okay, so he gets
Black, yeah,
black,
okay. At least
yeah.
that, so it's actually
So
a
that's a
carry.
hard carry, yeah.
Yeah. And what do you want to see on Void? Invis or just Vampiric? Or even the Shuriken
On
would work
Void,
just
just
fine.
Invis. I mean, he has everything he needs.
I like
Okay,
the
so
Shuriken.
now he buys Aghanimps and
Yeah,
steals money from the whole team. Yeah, I mean, it's good.
yeah, I like it. And you can always see the enemies, so you can slide them, Shuriken them while you're even inside the slide.
So they have like two plus 1.5 builds
Yeah, and three
instead of 1,
supports.
2, and 1, yeah, and 3 supports. Yeah, I mean, works.
Yeah, who's
Works
gonna
for
be
them.
even the post three? Like none of them can farm really well
On the Radiant, you mean?
on Radiant. Yeah,
They all can
maybe
farm.
Lina. I mean,
The only hero that cannot farm is the Maiden.
Yeah, that's
I
the
The
guess
Nyx,
vibe,
if
right?
the Nyx has Flame Guard with Impale that
yeah,
destroys the
but
creep wave.
do you want to max the flame guard, which you would obviously need to be farming effectively? Kind of diminishes the strength of the build early on. But yeah, well, we will see.
Yeah.
Definitely can do it on anyone but the maiden.
So is it Tauntaun carry?
Yeah, it's
It's
Tauntaun
Tauntaun
Gyra.
carry. And who's mid?
I'm afraid it's gonna be tree and mid.
I hope not.
Very cool of you.
I
I
mean,
hope
it can
Cool of
work,
you.
Tauntaun is
but
mid.
Yeah, I would
yeah,
expect the
well,
gyro to be mid here.
I mean, the rest is quite clear, right? They will have Raid King as a post 3, the Venom as post 4, and the Bounty as post 5.
Okay,
Kind
I
of
think it's 3
given.
and mid. I mean, there's high damage, so he can
It works. You can gank
CS
really
nicely, but
effectively. Jump in, seeing chain the enemy, drop the grasp under them, and just hit them.
it's a really nice, like, space creation or playmaking build,
Hmm.
but I'm not sure if it's the right player on that build.
Yeah, it also doesn't really scale a whole lot, right? It's like a
Yeah,
magic Ember
yeah.
Spirit without Maelstrom, sort of. But yeah, definitely could make it work as a space creator. Let's see if Fish can play such a more flashy style, which this build definitely enables.
Yeah. New
Meanwhile,
strat.
30
4 people
seconds to
waiting for
battle.
the bounty rune top.
Yeah. New strat by um, Drugalki.
And I'm very surprised they run the
Actually,
Void as a
actually
plus
not
one.
new strat. They just all go the Dire jungle every game, no matter what side they play on.
But what do you think about this? The Void being plus one and it looks like Hoodwink mid.
Yeah, of
I
course.
would swap it
Slightly is
out
a mid
though.
player.
Begins.
Yeah.
They play around players like
Well, they can always swap
slightly plays
build,
mid.
right?
Yeah, but I think it's okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
I would though really like to see this Void in mid instead, and then just after 6 roam 4 kills. It's
no,
definitely not the type of build that wants to sit in lane, right?
it's okay.
Like, how effective is that Janata just, stealing
Mid
gold there to be able to get anything? It feels very sort of weak in the initial phases.
it's quite strong with the Sleight of Fist, especially with the guaranteed crit. It will be like very strong hits. But in terms of like stealing gold, no, it's gonna be marginal.
It's a double damage every 9 seconds. I like the frostbite spam by Blob there. Just eat that mango and freeze him again.
Yeah. Then he
Just
gets
keep him
probably
low.
the sting on level 2 for
Yeah.
a stronger harass. They can probably just push them out of the lane. in the mid so far is actually quite even, which is surprising against Treant. You know, when the enemy hero has less 40 damage on you, he didn't expect to get many last hits, but he's doing just fine so far.
I mean, Trian's attack animation is
Yeah.
garbage, but
Top lane in the meantime. The Dire playing very aggressive, not surprising. And
oh,
that's the first blood.
he got the
Yeah,
stacks.
5 Shadow Poison stacks. Just melts heroes like a Nyx that have he has 560 HP right now. You're just not gonna live through that. Yeah, I don't see this top lane going well for the Radiant. That being said, they play quite aggressive right now. And the Nyx will probably fall again, and that's disaster, dying and deeping.
Nice.
Like, the Lina is dead probably too. No, she lives thanks to the stick. Yeah, this top lane is absolute disaster. And I don't think there's anything they can do about that at this point. Meanwhile, Void's actually quite ahead of the Wraith King. Now that he has also Slide, he has a guaranteed way of proccing the Jinada on him. Yep, just like that.
What's leading in CS?
And he also has some extra gold from the Jinada. It's not counted in. But obviously he's far from the Gyrocopter who has 2 kills on the Nyx. So he's gonna
In
be
net worth,
ahead
yeah.
in net worth because of that. Yeah, the Nyx 0 to 0, 5 kills. This is why I don't really like the Nyx like tanky core. Like we talked about it before when you suggested like the pulse of one Nyx is not so bad. But I think this is exactly the problem with that model. You just melt so fast early on.
I mean, he has good stat scan and good base region.
Yeah, but the base stats are horrendous.
Hmm.
You can see we now is level 2. He has magic wand upgraded. He has 640 HP. That's absolutely nothing. Hoodwink, meanwhile, already picked up Javelin. Probably will help up securing some of the last hits every now and then. Some extra harass. But I don't think the Treant cares about harass with his time walk, which he's actually maxing. Bot lane, some small trades. And looks like the Maiden will be dropping low, but it'll lift.
Self-heal doing work to really shut off the poison sting there.
Yeah, but the frostbite spam is really annoying to deal with for the Radiant. Meanwhile, the Radiant top lane is just being
Pushes a
pushed
button and
away
he's
again.
dead. Just
Yeah,
gets out of
they
it.
don't get to even touch creeps in this lane. It's quite brutal.
I thought that Lena was done. Won, saved her life.
Mm.
Dire's structures are fortified.
At least Gyro run has the mana. He has some stick charges. They probably don't want to randomly just use that to sustain himself.
What sort of prize is
Holy shit, that
Ah,
damage.
the Wraith
One slide
King.
of fish, like, removed so much HP from Brave King.
And once it's level 6 with the track, it's gonna be quite strong.
Yeah, 180 bonus damage, Ginada instead of Fist.
150 from slide itself, that's 330 extra.
Also took Rage Blast to the face and all that as well. So it wasn't just the Sleight of Fist, but a little bit more, and that will be a kill for sure.
And
Yeah, critting on that will just insta-get people, man.
yeah,
Scary.
if he builds some damage, I would really like to see like Dezo on the Void.
Yeah, he's getting the Op Corrosion. That's some minus armor, and then he gets a Ring of Health, so might go into Battle Fury
Battle
here.
Fury, I guess that works.
I like
but
it. I like it.
yeah, I mean he's +1, so it makes sense to play more into that.
Yeah, last time he had the Sleight of Fist build, he didn't go into Battle Fury. It was the first game of the tournament we played against him. Then
Yeah.
he went Maelstrom.
Yeah,
And
Dezo would
I
probably
think he
make more
regretted it.
sense on
Yeah.
yeah. Dezo would probably be preferred like more on a mid hero than +1. Okay, and meanwhile they play aggressive on Gyro top. He's alone, so maybe there's a chance for a kill. But he has 20 stick charges. I think he might just turn
The
here.
bait.
Yeah,
It's gonna
it's
turn
a
into
bait.
them.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's both of them dying. Yeah, this top lane is absolute disaster.
High five.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
spraying everywhere.
So let's see if Tonton can turn this lead into objectives.
Void in trouble. Mike gets actually solo killed by Blop.
Radiant
Wasn't
are
seeing
Nice.
a lot of
And
damage
But
Bob
there.
dies.
great kills.
Oh, he got him. Worth. He
Yeah,
got the
definitely.
kill gold. That was worth, and the void didn't get XP. Nice. Nice tip. Oh my god.
Yeah, a little bit of a misplay by Void. Exposing himself like that alone.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
If you look at Nyx, he didn't skill the rocket barrage.
Yeah, but that's kind of the problem, right? You really want the Flame Guard if you're a core, so you can actually farm.
Yeah,
And
and
then
also
the
the.
Impale.
I think the rocket barrage was more of a block pick from the homing
Yeah.
missile.
And the Void is 6, so now the track shenanigans begin. And now they need to stay away from that Void, unless they force an all-in fight. Definitely don't want to
300.
keep eating the harass. Yeah, that was without Jinada, he didn't have it turned on.
Trying to do all of them
Yeah,
anyways.
they wanna all-in, that's how we want to deal with this Void.
Nice, but he gets shackled and killed.
Yeah,
Dire's middle
exactly.
tower
You
is
really
under
don't want to
attack.
just stay in lane and keep eating this track side of this procs. You just need to all in him every time he walks into the lane. Otherwise he just bullies you out. So, perfect response by No Jungle.
And Fish actually being active on his mid build. I like it.
And making the plays with the Remnant.
Yeah.
Even if it means falling behind the Hoodwink, but I think it's definitely the right play. And
Well,
nice dodge.
I'm walk dodging the LSA and getting a rune. Nice.
He even rushed the travels for even
Top
more
lane, the
presence.
Nyx dies.
Yeah, that. If I were the Knicks, I would not even walk into that lane. Just leave behind your support to last it in the tower and then get dived
Radiant's middle
inevitably
tower is under attack.
and try to do something on the map yourself. Like, this is not gonna be a core. It's barely going to be a hero.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So where does Gyro get his stacks from now?
Well, you can always just drop Shadow Poison on the creeps, right?
It's bounty.
That's a DD on the tree there. I kind of expected him to make a rotation, do something a little bit more with that.
Meanwhile, Nyx going on the landscape with Lina, but they already
And you
used
just
all their
TP'd out.
stun. Oh yeah, you do don't
Oh
know
my
what all
god.
the stuns like this.
Just TP out, lol.
Yeah, they have 3 interrupts between themselves, 4 actually, accounting for
He
Chrono.
might have even be able to turn with freezing fields because they had no cancels. Just Nova them and freezing field.
Yeah, a
And he
little bit of
might even kill
misplay
them.
by Drugalki.
Yeah. Oh, what the
Whoa.
fuck was that? Half HP with
It
one
was
right.
Javelin, Time Lock, and Vendetta proc. Those
Yeah.
were.
Oh,
And the Void's dying again. Immediately after he appears the lane, the fish just comes in and gank him. That's exactly what they need to do.
nice. Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna get some follow up
Ah,
here.
the
Link's
Hoodwink,
in the area.
but very nice block by Red King with the Reincarnation, saving his Treant. And now they just turn on the Hoodwink. They will get a kill on the fish, but the Hoodwink will die for it, and that's absolutely worth it, combined with the
Yeah.
Radiant's
Void
bottom
kill.
tower is under attack.
Well, the
And they
maiden's in
probably
trouble too.
get this. Yeah, Maiden's dead.
Illusion.
Yeah, seems like no juggler backdoor, they're all form. I like it. They show really nice performance this game.
Mm. This and the previous one.
Radiant's bottom tower
Yep.
is under attack.
Wow, that's like disgusting. Literally 90% of the Veno
Boom,
health
done.
just from one
2
slide.
hits, gone.
Oh, he rushed Hood of Defiance on the Void. Oh,
Again.
I
Again.
really hate that. I really hate
Ma-
that.
Again,
Like,
yeah.
Why? This feels
he's
so
not playing his
weird.
build. He's really not playing into his build, which is a shame because that build does one thing,
Crit, crit,
and he
crit.
does it really well.
Where's his big ass damage and crit?
Yeah, like imagine he had went for Dezo instead. He would just one shot most of the heroes on the map.
Just wanted some sustain the lane. He was mad because he died so often, but
Yeah, but
I
if you
don't think
delete the
it's
It's
worth
heroes,
it.
past
yeah,
that
yeah,
point
Yeah.
though. You can just go into the jungle and sustain himself there.
Yeah, it's not worth it, man. This
not to
hood is
mention,
really...
you just go damage and then you don't die because the enemies die.
Yeah, also, if you have Flight of Fist and you want magic damage reduction, then you just go for Mage Slayer.
Radiant's top
Yeah, it's
Because
actually really good. You apply
you
it to an
can
enemy
apply
team,
it in an AoE, and it's much stronger than a shitty hood.
and it also gives you all the mana you need.
Valiant get caught out, but return an ulti, but
Oh,
immediately get stunned up.
10k by the way, KKL. Oh, top lane.
That being said, the Drugalki stabilized the game a little bit. Very aggressive play by Fish. Let's see if there will be punish. Chrono is dropped.
We're looking for more, bringing in 2.
Yeah, he's
And
dead for
stunned.
sure. Yeah, a little bit too aggressive. Meanwhile, Gyro just absolutely murders the Void.
But
I
he has
don't
a
think
hood? How? Lol?
I don't think the Void realized just how crazy this Gyro build one-on-one is.
Yep.
Radiant's top tower is under
He already has Maelstrom too, and he attacks like 3.5 times or three times per second. So good luck.
Radiant's top tower is falling.
Now scaling stats. The value.
Yeah, I mean you don't need more points than Shadow Poison anyway.
Oh, now it got broken. Purge, I mean. Broken,
Yeah,
not
but
yet.
it's about
No
to
Aghanim's.
expire, and now he can go in and re-engage.
Ah,
Ah, nice break, and he's gonna fall from the slide is incoming. Yeah, there it is. Ah, but turn around. I expect the Void will snipe the lens bounty. Oh no. Okay,
Wait.
not quite.
next Sleight of Fist.
Mm-hmm.
Going for it. Oh, it doesn't quite
Oh,
get
he
it.
He
though.
didn't
missed
get him.
this. No.
No, he carpissed it.
Okay.
Did he? Oh no. What,
No,
I
what,
think
what
he's
happened?
just out of range.
He didn't. Yeah, he just clipped.
It looked like he hit him, but he got no
I think
damage.
Fish
I
is
think he
dead too.
covers it or
Oh,
something.
there you go.
Oh, the bounty actually tanking the crit for Fish. Actually saving his carry with that.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yep.
Full Wraith packed on Wraith King already, I read in chat.
Once
That's true.
again,
Yeah.
Slider
Dire's
Fist
top
miss.
tower
Into
is under
Aghanims.
attack.
Sick.
Yeah, and the Raid Pack Rush makes perfect sense on the Raid King. Makes you useful earlier on.
We know how good that
Yeah.
item is.
Yeah, we talked about it last game, right? 30% damage reduction. Like a Crimson Guard and a Pipe in one item.
And
And
like half
lifesteal.
of
Don't forget
Radiance.
about the lifesteal.
And
And
bonus
half-
damage aura.
and 30 damage per second.
Yeah. Everything, man. This item is so fucking broken, I don't know. How to balance this item? Just remove it from the game. I think. Yeah, I think so too.
It's like the old Necromonicon, right? At
It's
some
one of
point
those things where it
so
just
good.
the power creep is too great. Like it just does too many things.
Yeah.
Like if you tweak the numbers too much, it either gets to a point where it's still good or just useless. So.
If you already look at the buff icon, Vladimir's aura, 25% lifesteal, 18% damage, 3
Dire's
armor,
bottom
and 2
tower
mana
is under
regen.
attack.
Then you have the active.
And you get
with
some
the-
nice mana and HP on top. For
yeah,
good measure.
man, and it's so cheap, man. It's so cheap too.
And it also builds from small components that are very
Yeah.
good early on. So it's a little bit too crazy. Meanwhile,
Oh, 3 man
big Chrono.
The Void's not in
But,
it.
Now we can run into Chrono.
Miscommunication
And-
there.
Big Chrono, so the Void can walk into the freezing field.
Immediately gets
But
cancelled.
they insect cancelled it. Yeah, how?
Spike.
Yeah.
Spike.
Sure. Push one button, counts as freezing field. Amazing combo.
But the Spike is on the same hero as freezing field.
Yeah,
I think
okay, so-
it was Impale.
Fail.
Spiked blocks the damage from Slide of Fist without returning damage to the
Yeah, of course,
Slide
because
of Fist
you're
hero.
invulnerable.
Yeah, so that was what happened before. He blocked it.
But these items on Void,
did it again.
I just hate it so much.
10k by the way.
And this is why Reincarnate is so great, right? Just dies and dies again.
Yeah, so it's so good that it allows to avoid Jinadayu 4 times instead of 2 times. There's more money.
Come on,
But yeah,
bro.
of course, very good.
This one must really sting for you, eh?
Oh, I just wish so much that the Void actually built into his build. Instead we have this Hood Mountain to Aghanim. It hurts my little greedy soul.
Feels very
I want
weird.
this Gyro to finish his Satanic. Fuck BKB, man. If you have Satanic, no one can fight you.
Yeah, the BKB is quite questionable because the Demonic Purge and Chrono obviously don't care.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
what is he
And the
thinking
damage is-
for the BKB? Like, what is he hoping to
Yeah.
shrug off here? The Spike Carabus? The...
The
Or sorry, no, that's on
the
the same
Spike
team
is
there.
on the other team.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe the Impale Disruption, but still, even then,
He's always
like,
seemed
they
to be
have
so
the
far
Chrono.
away from the Impale.
And all the damage that's coming to him is from Void and Hoodwink, so it doesn't help.
It was very weird as a pickup here.
Meanwhile, the Void swapped actually his Aghanims for Skadi. I'm not sure I like that one either.
Mega kill. Like watching a knife cut through butter. Weak, defenseless butter.
Little pickup on Blop. Was on a boarding mission. Hoodwink with Travels and Gleipnir. What do you think about the Travels? He was the mid laner, but he's playing it more like a post one, and the Void is playing more like a mid in the end.
Yeah, that's what I said in the beginning.
Oh, the Hoodwink gets found out.
Yeah, there's
Got
no
him.
escape. No escape. And Fish now going for Radiance. I honestly hope he would like more lean towards the utility side of his
It's
build.
utility, like blind the whole enemy team, getting evasion,
I
just being
mean,
in the enemy's face. I think it's okay. Also gives you more scalability.
yeah, it gives you some accelerates your farm too, but
Yeah,
the blind will actually not work against the void, obviously, since when it's
yeah, the
lightning.
void, but the hoodwink.
Yeah,
I
it
think
works.
it's okay. I think it's okay. Whoop,
And we have a pulse.
audio. Okay. Brr.
My guess is somebody screamed too hard into the blob's microphone. Oh, I just looked at the poor maiden and she's so poor. Just sitting on that boost of speed windlands. Basically half of her net worth is just in the shard for the demonic cleanse, and I'm not sure when they want that because they I assume they always want to use that on the gyro, no matter what, and never use it defensively. Oh, alright, it's a separate ability. Never mind. I suppose cleansing the frostbite or the searing chains is actually quite value.
I haven't seen any team really sort of be poking in around Roche here. I expect it's about this sort of time to take a tower or think about Roche.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
The gyro could easily solo Roche
Dire's top
and
tower is under
very quickly too. I'm actually surprised that he didn't just like buy a smoke and sneak it in.
It's got a DD bottom.
Yeah, but looks like they're gonna push instead with it.
Gyro
Bot lane.
finishes his BKB.
Smoke up.
Meanwhile,
Wave.
smoke.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's not too bad, right?
Radiant
Just
The
run in.
BKB?
has
Not sure.
been
We talked about it, right? The chrono, the purge, and the
Yeah,
damage all goes
it's not the
through.
best, but it protects him from impale and disruption. That's good, and LSA and raid fire blast. So
I mean, you can never go wrong with BKB, right? Especially if you
yeah,
have all the damage in the world already with the gyro. Obviously does with between fiery and time lock.
It just feels like he needs to survive a little bit longer or better, and just make that happen. But yeah, there's a lot that still lock him down, as you say, though.
Yeah, I would kind of prefer to see just the satanic finished more.
Dire's middle tower
yeah, he's gonna
has
have it
fallen.
soon.
We'll
Yeah,
have it in a
it's
second.
the next purchase.
It's pretty bloody.
Meanwhile, Raid King 1k ahead, away from the reincarnation against.
What's his last item? Swift blink, I guess, on gyro. Just blink in
Yeah,
and
I'll allow
destroy
to
the whole
speed.
enemy team. Yeah.
I mean, he still has a long way to go, right? He can upgrade the Nostrum to Gleipnir, Dragonlance into Pike. He's only going to get much more powerful from there. Meanwhile, Skadi finished on Voids. There's no healing on the Dire side right now.
Dire's top
Yeah.
tower is
Besides
under
the
Wraith pack?
soon.
No, there's the
Um,
raid pack.
Satanic
Right.
soon.
Radiant
Yeah.
structures are
Yeah,
fortified.
eventually that will be there too. But I don't think that's enough, right? When he pops up the Satanic, the like what 35 reduction, 40. I still the gyro heals to full HP in moments.
Wow.
It feels like all the hopes are on the hoodwink right now because this you saw the void sleight of fisting the Wraith King and he only lost like
No, it's all completely
one.
gone sideways, right? It's all fallen off because of his item build here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he doesn't lean into one thing his build actually does. So I mean, he's kind of beefy, but that doesn't really help against that gyro. He will just melt him regardless. It's too much
Oh,
damage.
we already saw it there. He tried to show up top lane and man fight it, and he just got destroyed.
Yeah. You even get basically perma-stun. It's almost guaranteed.
I don't even know how the Hoodwink fights it either.
Um, you stay far away from him. That's probably the only way. I mean, they can break him, right? That then they have a chance with the purge and with the sharpshooter, so they have two purges between them.
Yeah, but the fiery soul stacks will
Yeah,
stay on him.
they remain, but at least he
Yeah,
cannot perma bash you.
yeah.
Speaking of permabash, poor Rorschach is just getting bashed the hell.
Yeah. Yes. And the thing that's what's happening to Roche, that's what's gonna keep happening now to your carries when Gyros gets on top of them.
Try jumping on the mid.
Whoa.
That's a risky
So
play.
risk is one way to put it. It's like, oh, the Gyro got Aegis, so let's jump him now. And it went
Right.
probably as expected. Well, Drugalki seems quite rusty today. Whoa, the snipe on Blob with the sharpshooter. Almost at the maximum distance too.
I say right near the end of the range there.
Cute little play, but in the grand scheme of things, it's not gonna change anything. Daganim's already picked up on the Wraith King. There's just no way they're losing any team fight like ever.
Who's standing now on gyro?
This looks rough. And by rough, I mean they should just call GG. Even it's only 4k net for difference, but the value of the items and the strength of the builds is on a completely different level.
Where the gold is allocated, as you say, right?
Yeah.
It's just doesn't seem to be in the right places.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Needed to be in places differently
Dyer's top
10 minutes
tower
ago.
is under attack.
White goes back for the Mjolnir, man. What the fuck?
No.
Radiant's bottom
Man,
tower
he did
is under
this
attack.
in the game against us too. Like, why?
Such
Was
a
it against
crazy
us?
build.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Completely put to waste.
Just from
Oh, you
driving
said
for a
it, they
second.
have somebody that helps in the draft, but I suppose they still need someone who will give them also tips on how to utilize the builds they created. Because this is not the way.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Also, not a big fan of this next build, right? We said it kind of can be a core, right? But as you can see, 0-4-7-4. He has no impact on the game whatsoever.
Fun facts in chat. Maiden is the biggest wolf you can get with Lycan bite. Nice. I wanna see a huge wolf, man. And when you bite,
Ah, that's a really nice Acron.
Authorize this.
So, nice pickoff, but they only get that boss 5. Purged used on Wraith King. I'm pretty sure that's not the target you want to drop it on.
yep.
Now you have minute downtime and you cannot really fight this Gyro. Meanwhile, Daedalus and Blink picked up on Hoodwink. And seems like he's going for second Daedalus, just trying to maximize the day crunch on damage. I would kind of like to see the Aghanims on him, but I just realized you from the shard on the sharpshooter you seem to get both abilities. Even the old shard You still get the decoy and you get the hunter's boomerang.
Nice bug.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Small back right there.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Also, the Raid King, I just realized, is essentially just playing a Raid King with this
Dire's
build. He
structures
just swapped the
are
Raid Fire for Bushwhack, which
Radiant's top
doesn't
tower
function
is
so
fortified.
all that differently.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Each is expiring 20
Radiant's
seconds,
top
but
tower is
I
under attack. Dire's bottom
don't
tower
think they want
is
to
fortified.
fight regardless. The Maelstrom finished on Void. As we said, everybody hated that. And there's gonna retreat after the Aegis expires. I'm actually kind of surprised, like, why they don't just force the fights for the high ground with the Reincarnation Aghanims. I think they could easily just take Rax or two.
Yep.
Or do you just prefer them to play it safe? It seems
Well,
like you don't, yeah.
I don't think
Yeah, there's
we're
pretty
like,
much no reason. Hmm?
giving the team here quite as much credit as they have. We're only down by 3k gold. There's really only 5 kills up here, and if they do end up finding and jumping the gyro, that kind of thing, it could be very problematic for
I
them.
mean, even if they drop the Gyro, there's still the Reincarnation, so Gyro gets 7 extra seconds even afterwards.
Well, as
And
long as he's in the area of the Wraith King, which he is currently, but he has been poking out bottom there at time to time, that kind of thing. If they catch him by himself, it could be an issue.
Yeah, well, that's why they should just push together as a team and force the issue. Not to mention, like, the Gyro is such a hard kill for them. 3k HP, BKB, Satanic. Like, they don't have the damage to burst him down. They are just probably scared of the Chrono. That could possibly turn the fight. But even in the last two fights, it didn't seem to make a whole lot of difference. Hoodwink finishing his second Daedalus soon.
Oh,
Really going
next
all
rapier.
in.
Yep.
Yeah. No,
Oh, it
he's
was
going
BKB.
BKB next. Oh, that's fine. I think the Hoodwink is doing what Void should have been doing the whole game. I mean, not buy these items in particular, just buying into building into one quirk of your build.
I'm not
In this
opposed to
case,
some
it's just the
extra
Akron.
variety.
Did everyone check what was on the Hoodwink courier when it
It
died?
was the Hoodwink Courier.
Yeah, Hoodwink's
Yeah,
courier
I
died.
think it was empty.
I was just
He
hanging out
just
in the
buy
secret
the
shop waiting for something.
yeah he wanted to buy the Demon Edge, but
Radiant's
wasn't
middle
paying
tower
attention
is under
probably.
attack. Dire's top tower
Meanwhile,
is under
Voiles
attack.
finished the Mjolnir, and I can only ask why. Okay, we have a fight. The Gyro drops once. Oh wait, he doesn't have Aegis, so he just drops.
Radiant's top tower
That's
is
sad.
under attack.
That wasn't very organized. Okay, so a little bit of misplay coming there from no jungle.
And now it's back to even.
I mean, yes, in the net worth, but doesn't necessarily means equal power.
I mean, the win probability is even in
Yeah,
Radiant's favor now.
yeah, but the win probability accounts for the heroes in normal Dota at this stage of the game,
Yeah,
not
that's
for
true.
the skills. I wish at least when he went Mjolnir, at least that he would turn it into a Gleipnir, which makes more sense with the slide, I would say, but instead we have Mjolnir. I suppose at least gives him some DPS.
Dire's
Radiance
top tower
Hanging out of the pit here, trying to control the next Roshan fairly aggressively, but it's still another 40 seconds till it's up.
Meanwhile, the second Daedalus on Hoodwink is finished. Like, he just went for the shop himself. And we may see pick off on the Wraith King. I'm surprised nobody reacts because he has reincarnation and they actually grab the outpost for themselves. So their team could have TP'd, instead they will just let him fall. A little bit questionable.
That was an unlucky check for Roche there. They poked their head in just a second before it pops, and now Radiant knows it's up.
Aeon Disc saving Treant there. But they still have 30 seconds until reincarnation. I think it's the right call to just do the rush quickly. Because Dai really doesn't want to fight without the Wraith King. And he doesn't have buyback either. Alright. I guess we have a game.
Yep.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
The next looks like he's going for Aghanims. I would really much rather see him just buy like the raid packs or something like that to be useful to his team.
No one on Radiant side has a shot left, so it's a
Yeah,
wasted shot
wasted.
on Roche, but
Mhm. I mean, it doesn't really matter all that whole lot, but a little bit unfortunate.
Gold for me.
Maiden will keep it in the backpack so it doesn't feel lonely in the base.
oh my god, they
Or
go
Gyro
Gyro.
alone. Ui. At least the Raid King comes in time so Gyro can get a revenge kill maybe, or gets disrupted immediately. And now they lose.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Maybe the Raid
Man,
King
that
lives, he
sucks.
doesn't. Yeah, this is very rough.
Dire's top tower is under
This
attack.
could easily turn into a wreck. They have the buyback on Gyro, but I'm not sure if they want to fight without the Raid King. Oh wait, the Raid King, he has already Ghost, but it came off cooldown before the Ghost expired, so he's back.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Fortunate.
There was some 2 seconds cooldown when he died.
I think it's I don't think you're gonna see rocks fall. Not quite yet. Yeah, it's probably smart to just disengage at this point. They have still 3 minutes of the Aegis on Hoodwink, so they can just try. Maybe just take tier 2 in the mid or in the bottom.
So Gyro goes for Aeon Disc to survive that Chrono.
Yeah. But isn't Aeon Disc dispellable? If it is, then the
If it
purge
is,
just the purge
yeah,
just removes it. So I'm not sure about that one. I don't think that's the right call. Not to mention Lina already has the Aghanims flying in. Not Lina, the Maiden has Aghanims going in, so she will have 3 charges. This looks rough. It looks like we might have game 3. Aghanim's also finished on Nyx. I really wish that was right back instead. And Hoodwink is working on Aghanims himself. Big fights. The Nyx immediately drops.
a really good fight for Dire there.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That freezing field was channeled for the whole duration.
Yeah. Oh my god, this Void gets out with a sliver of HP.
Oh, and the Hoodwink escapes too. That's quite big. Actually, really nice sacrifice by Delina. Hitting in with the light strike the enemy cores. so the Hoodwink can escape. But no buyback on anyone on the Radiant team. Yeah, but Hoodwink sitting on 5k gold.
Radiant's middle tower is under
If it looks
attack.
desperate, maybe that Rapier will be an option.
Yep.
Void
Radiant's middle tower is
transitioning
under
from that
attack.
hood into the mage's lair. Maybe he just heard what we were talking
Through the
about in the early
grapevine,
game.
eventually.
Yeah.
No, some good damage from the Radiant Course.
With everyone up, this is probably
And
overstaying
looks
their
like
welcome.
the Faustus might be left behind. Let's see if they try to fight it. I don't think they will. I think they will just let him fall. And that quite diminishes their ability to fight back if they decide to push.
But this maiden used all the purges.
Well, she will have another one in 20 seconds.
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna fight the Gyro in the time, so she will be ready. Meanwhile, Trian decided to split push. Good call, same with Gyro.
He's gonna end up paying for this though. Ooh.
Yeah, the Trian always has a Remnant out, so it's a really hard kill. But he
He remnant
might
right to
fall
where
here.
everyone else was sitting
Yeah.
though.
Gyro finished the Aeon disc.
Oh, Gyro. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not the play. I think Lincoln's would have been maybe better.
I think it's
Ye-
worth blink. You just blink in and
Dire's
destroy
middle
them.
tower
Yeah,
is
the
under
Swift Link would be probably nice. Yeah, just jump straight in, pop BKB, and just
Yeah.
go ham into the town.
Farm bash the Lina before you can use
Dire's middle
anything.
tower has
Oh, you
fallen.
mean Maiden, right?
No, Lina. He has the
Oh,
chrono.
the Chrono. Okay. Yeah, I mean each of the two
Dire's
supports
middle
works
tower
as
is under
a good
attack.
target. You either remove the Purges or the Chrono.
Dire structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Double damage.
Alright, Trian's still down. Let's see if they will force the issue. Purge being used. I really think they should be saving those charges for the Gyro. And they will not even get their Incarnation proc on the Wave King.
Very long fight, and they keep poking into this tower. It's haven't quite gone down yet, but very, very low.
Yeah, but it looks like nobody is willing to commit. Ultimately, I think the Radiant will just retreat and wait for the next Roshan. Oh, they might leave Void in a really bad spot here.
Maybe a follow-up though to help him. Look at the Lina instead.
Oh, the bounty. I forgot he doesn't have enough mana for freezing field and popping his BKB.
They're
Unfortunate.
fine. They killed 2 people already. Only Venom dead yet.
It's the supports.
Void. Oi, oi, oi.
They're all falling
Oh,
fairly
the
low because of
Treant
that poison
and
level.
bounty barely surviving. Not waiting out the spiked, so he doesn't get the kill on the bounty. And now he might die on
Oh,
the
they got
void,
the
and
bushwhack on
got
the
him.
void.
disaster.
Nice.
Yeah,
And the
that's not gonna
BKB is
help
not
against
enough.
this gyro. Yeah, that's a
Nice.
waste. Oi, oi, oi. Interesting thing, the gyro didn't pick up the Aeon disc, is leaving it on the courier, and he has the courier keep following him, so he delivers it when he needs it. Cheeky.
This is
But I
next
love it.
level right here. Fortunately, Roshan's not up here. Looks like another minute before we'll see that. We'll take the mid tower here, I would expect.
Gyro and his little pet. Can the Aeon disc jump to couriers? It probably cannot, right? That would be quite unfortunate. But the tower will kill the courier with the on disc. Oh, yo, yo.
That's a mistake.
It did not keep finger on that shield.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Acorn Print doing a lot of work.
Get out, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
get,
the Wraith
get the
King
fuck
will
out.
just pop Aegis.
One's already gone.
Oh, freezing fields. Yeah, they are just retreating, using it as a cover. Yeah, but that was very disorganized, disengaged, leaving Void behind like that. Then the rest of the team, except the Hoodwink, is forced to back him up, and they all end up dying. Uh, you cannot really afford to make misplays like this late into the game.
And they know Roche is up, and I think Radiant is gonna smoke up and go check it themselves here.
Hmm.
Ah, what goes back for the Swift Blink? I like it.
OTD in the river.
You mean Gyro?
Gyro, yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering. Also, Hoodwink, I think it was 7.2 thousand gold.
Our scan.
Why the surplus?
3 Aghanums for Void.
Before I lose the first one.
So, no, he doesn't.
like he gave
Oh,
it to Hoodwink.
Yeah.
he eats it. Okay.
Just eat it up.
Nom nom nom. Does it give stats if you eat it like that?
I think so.
Or only the Alchemist Aghanums?
I think this one does too from the Roshan.
Yeah.
Maybe Chad will correct us if you're wrong.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I think it doesn't, but
I
yeah.
think it does, and
Chat,
Green
please.
Egg is confirming it already that it does.
Yes, okay.
I mean, it's not a huge value, but the stats obviously help. Man, but the Drugalki really hate team items. There's not a single aura item on their team. 47 minutes in. Meanwhile, we see Raid Pack, AC,
It's
Shiva.
really good, man. So much armor for this team. It's really good. Oh shit. What? How did that bushwhack miss?
Oh, it's surviving with 30 HP.
Nope.
And
Oh.
it gets popped.
Gets popped.
Well, it
All
needs
the
to
while,
be more
though,
careful
bottom's
for a
pushing
minute.
in.
Bottom tower is under attack.
And they know it too. They gotta come back and deal with this.
Okay, Hoodwink is back to defend. That's the time to strike? No.
Unfortunately, this time they already disengaged. Not doing the same mistake again.
Invisibility.
I would also really like to see some defensive items on the Radiant support.
Yeah,
Like, they're
the next
crucial.
goes for Yules. So what is he planning on? Just Yules or the Wind
Use
Waker?
into Meteor Hammer.
Yes.
I'm really not a fan of this Nyx build or itemization in general, so like, I have no idea what's going on there. Like, why doesn't he upgrade the hood into pipe or just buy the Wraith Pact instead? He also first picked the Yule's recipe before he bought the other items.
I mean, of course he doesn't have a slot, so it doesn't matter, but... Oh! Bounty got caught and dies.
Oh, nice pick off. Like, these freezing fields in the team fights have been quite big, so it's nice to remove that from the equation. He has the buyback though if he needs it.
Dyer's
No,
middle
tower falls. Let's see if we see also the rucks going down. Okay, that's a bit ballsy by Fish, but he barely survives the Purge will kill him? No, yes. Oh, that was close. That's
It's buyback.
very bad.
Yep.
They either give up the Rex or they force
He could
buyback.
have dodged the purge damage with his remnants.
He tried, but he mistimed it.
Dire's middle barracks fallen.
And they still have Chrono and 2 more purges.
Only one more? Oh wait, this was expensive, right? Yeah. Okay. Also, you get the 3 charges on the demonic cleanse with Aghanims too. Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
That's actually quite
insane.
value.
Yeah, it's really strong.
It's like Lotus Orb on steroids. Oh, it doesn't reflect, but the
Oh no, they
defensive.
Chrono the gyro there.
Oh, but the freezing
Damn it.
field is huge. Gee.
Now the gyros and eggs form. Might have some damage there.
Man.
The Rave Bomb just and he kills everyone.
Yep.
Yeah, the freezing field was hitting all 5 heroes during the whole channel duration. I want to see the
Tonton killed
damage.
everyone after being dead.
Yeah, daring. Yeah, that was not the fight. Yeah, look at the damage. 7,000 damage from Bounty Hunter.
Oh, true, yeah.
Yeah, the freezing field. Absolutely disgusting there. But let's see if they can punish. Since the gyro and the tree and die, they probably won't be able to force any buybacks. Maybe with a try for the Rack Smith. But I think in 40 seconds the void is up, and that's just not enough time.
Rhino goes late game pipe. I don't know what I think about that. I think it's shit.
On the
Like,
Venom? Yeah, I
yeah.
don't like it either. I would much rather like to see like some
Hex.
yeah, Hex, like some really luxury utility item. The Hex would have been perfect. Or even just refresher for the overgrowth.
True.
Hell, even something like a Lincoln's, just drop it on your gyro, so they're forced to waste one more perch, and maybe they don't even realize that there's a Lincoln's.
Yeah,
on
or
the-
even a Wind Waker to Cyclone him in the Chrono.
Yeah, so you can run on. But that one requires coordination, so maybe a bit harder. But yeah, I don't think the pipe is needed there. Like, there's almost no magic damage coming from the Radiant side anyway. At least not significant magic damage. Meanwhile, Nyx is working on that Wind Waker.
Hope the gyro gets caught from the smoke. They chrono him immediately. There's the freezing field. Separates the entire team from the void.
Like, this is the
It's not enough. Now he
post pipe
turns.
that carries the game.
A lot of damage, but he'll eventually run out of life.
I only got the
He
gyro
left him
though.
for more.
Yep.
Rest survives.
Oh, very nice play by Hoodwing there.
Vano died somehow. Yeah, I think Gyro should sell at Aeon Disc. It does nothing for him.
Yeah.
Like literally nothing. Every time he dies, there's a demonic purge on him, and it
Yeah, now that
dispels
they have the
instantly.
tree. Yeah. I think he should just buy Lincoln's himself or the Swift Link. Wait, we have things already.
He has the Swift Link.
Hmm.
I like the butterfly. It's okay.
Yeah. I mean, they have the True Strike in the Bloodthorn, but he can just pop the BKB. But if he gets caught in a Chrono before BKB, then the Butter will do nothing for him.
Yeah.
Hoodwink, 12,000 gold. Somebody
He's
should tell him
got
that he
the
can buy
Raker.
Moonshard.
Yeah,
Okay,
he
that's
just
the
did it.
Moonshard.
He just did it.
Listening to the stream, 2 minutes behind them.
Yeah. Seeing in the future.
Meanwhile, Lina is building Hex. That I like. Either lands on the Maiden, so she can probably proc the Demonic Purge from safer distance. I would really like to see Aeon Disc on the Maiden. In her case, it will be quite good. She doesn't need to do any damage either. Her skills are just utility. And she needs to live. They need those purges in the fights. But I have to say, like, so far, the Lenska post 5 bounty, it's MVP of the match, like turning so many fights single-handedly.
Radiant will find Rosha.
Yeah, it will safely go into the Radiant once again. I wonder who will pick up the refresher shard. Okay, we have Aegis on Void, that one makes sense. And it'll be Chrono. Okay, that also makes sense. Refresh Chrono, potentially big.
Time to dish it out.
It's very nice considering the Void can still walk in it, and the Hoodwink can hit from safe distance regardless. Yeah, it looks like the Veno in the meantime is continuing to building that pipe of inside. Not as high value. And the gyro queued up Hex. I would rather see defensive item on him instead.
Dire's top barracks
I mean,
are
he
under
wanna be
attack.
able to blink in and kill one target, right? So if he blinks on top of the Lina, he makes sure that they don't have a Chrono in that fight. So it's not bad. I like it.
Yeah, but is he the one who should be like doing this kind of plays?
I mean, he's the one blinking in, right? And if you cannot rely on your team to blink in and text the target you want,
Yeah, but
yeah.
that's kind of the problem, right?
Yeah.
Ideally, you would like have someone else who does that. Okay, we see a fight. Chrono
Oh, they
used.
use Chrono, and Gyro's not in the Chrono this game, this time.
The bounty is also splitting the fight again. This looks quite rough for the Radiant. I don't think they will be getting anything more out of this.
They still
And-
have Chrono?
Yeah, they have one more Chrono. They ate the refresher. They still have the Aegis
Dire's
too,
middle tower
so
is
they
under
might
attack.
decide to try to go in again. They only lost the Nyx, so nothing of value was lost.
Dire's top barracks is falling.
Reincarnation will soon be in the 7-second window where he can effectively die. And looks like the Radiant just disengages.
Yeah, they got the Rex, so they got what they came for.
I think they could have pushed the issue a little bit more. Yeah, but the mid-ranks are already gone, so yeah, there's nothing to be gained. The Hoodwink, meanwhile, went to push the bot lane, while the rest just keeps the mid pushed. Smart play, so long as so they don't get engaged on, but they're missing the engager with the treant on the dire side, so they should be fine. Hex finished on the gyro, and the Ion Disc is backpacked.
Yeah.
Dire's
What did he
turret
sell
has been
actually?
killed.
Because he had 6 items on the Ion Disc, right?
No?
No? Okay, then nothing was sold.
I mean,
Hoodwink.
he had like Falcon Blade
Dire's
before, but
bottom tower is under attack.
True, it was just Falcon Blade. Hoodwink, meanwhile, sitting on 15,000 gold. Wouldn't you be tempted to just buy the
Dire's
rapier?
bottom tower
I mean,
has
even
fallen.
if you lose it, it's not such a big deal. Like, who even on the dire side picks it up? I don't think the gyro wants to take the rapier. Okay, little bit of poking back and forth. No major skill used.
Void is tracked.
Yeah, it's the Lotus. Okay.
Oh, they
Fish.
got Hoodwink.
Yeah,
Nice!
that's a big one.
Nice one.
Meanwhile, the
bot back?
Chrono used simply only for bounty. Oh, this is a disaster. They're gonna all die on the Radiant.
I don't know.
A
Would
lot
bot
of
back?
damage coming in from the hoodwink
Oh,
on the side
buyback
there.
on Woodwing. Alright, alright. That might turn it. Reincarnate. The Aegis is still up on the Void.
New hex on Gyro? Oh shit, he got stunned after. But he gonna hex that.
Oh,
Oh
too
my god!
close. Okay, Gyro
The Wraith
dropped,
Bomb.
but he will definitely be killing from behind the grave this Void. Oh, that's
Wait.
a long slide. Oh, Wind Waker use Manta slide.
Oh my god, that slide.
He will
Void's
live.
getting
He
away.
will live.
Oh my
Maybe.
god.
No, buyback on Gyro, and it's gonna make sure that they don't get away with this.
Now he's hunting
And
the...
Regeneration.
Wow, the
Hoodwink?
squirrel is fast.
yeah, so they trade buyback on Hoodwink for buyback on Gyro. I would say that's an equal trade,
No.
give or take. And we have 60 minutes, so tier 5 items are dropping.
Again. Oh my god, man.
These guys are a glutton for punishment, aren't they?
Book of the Death. Not that high value, I would say, in
Seer
this game.
stone. That's a little bit more value.
Looks like Hoodwink is really going for that rapier. Yep, there it is. Oh, meanwhile, nice pickup on the Maiden. That means the Demonic Purge is out. That means the Gyro is unchallenged. Hoodwink almost 800 damage though with the rapier.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under
Finish
attack.
off mid, take the issue bottom. Single
That
forward
damage,
very
holy shit.
quickly.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Gyro almost outputting 300 damage himself. 300
Yeah,
plus
they're
damage.
bringing in the creeps so you can refresh the
Radiant's
fiery.
bottom tower has fallen.
And the nice thing about Shadow Poison that you can even off single cast you can actually proc it twice if you just decide to pop it. You get another tick of damage on every target, so refresh on your fieries. Kind of cute.
Radiant are scanning.
Okay, next switch to Aeon Disc. I would really like to see that item on the Maiden though. Okay, she queued up the Aeon Disc herself. Actually nice. Lina built Octarine for lower cooldown on the Chrono. A Mirror Shield picked up on Hoodwink. I'm pretty sure that the Dire side would really love to see that Mirror Shield drop and put it on Gyro. It's a little bit tough for the Dire. They're unable to farm the tier 5 items. Meanwhile, the Radiant, it's all of them. Arcanist Armor, Seer Stone with the Chrono. That's a huge casting range in the Chrono. And let's see if the Radiant will be able to get a pick off. The Treant is steeping, but he's obviously gonna has to leave Remnants. Yeah, he has Remnant in the fountain.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under
So let's
attack.
see if that Radiant will respond. They will not. Oh, that's probably a pick off on the Venom, right? No, he makes it safely out. Oh, that's very aggressive blink on the Maiden, considering she has no survivability.
Oh, Maiden dead?
Yeah, that was a mistake, that blink high ground. Lina now will fall too.
There's Gyro. Dying? Oh shit.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Gyro died back.
And Gyro, yeah, cannot buy back for 2 minutes. This might be game. Yeah, Hoodwink clean up the fish. So both the cores on Radiant are up, but Void needs to leave her. Oh no
It's in
no no no
trouble.
no! Now Hoodwink kills himself.
Oh no, now
Oh,
Hood's there.
that's a disaster.
Void's CPing into the outpost, but they're all a little too late. They're coming down the hill, but
Oh
Yeah,
my god.
that's a dieback on Hoodwink.
Are they getting the hoodwink, man? Oh
Oh,
no, he
a
blinks out.
blink out. Oh, now
Holy
he heals
shit,
back.
man.
And now they might overcommit, and this is end for
Oh my
Dire.
god. Yeah, lots of raid.
That's a game.
Radiant's bottom barracks
Oh, that's
We have one more, boy.
Hoodwink survived. They're so huge, so close.
Yeah. Oh my god, we're gonna get one more game. Holy shit.
Let's see if they can try and hold for 50 seconds.
I don't think so.
Probably not, yeah.
Don't have any fortification.
But the Hoodwink is quite vulnerable. It's no mana, but it still has a BKB. 30 more seconds. Fortification used. The blob is dying. Good overgrowth to buy time. Nice chrono. Yeah, and that's the game. Well played. That was very close game.
Holy shit, man. Yeah.
They're pulling.
I was quite sure that No Jungle had this one in the back, especially after the Aghanims on the reincarnation for the team fight and so on, and the huge gyro. But Drugalki proving that even with their messy builds and messy itemization, they are still all very high ranked players and are able to just pull off by executing very well what they have.
Yep. Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure they're happy to play another 60-minute game today.
Also, that
60+-minute
Hoodwink
game.
net worth 1,170 last hits and 62k net worth. Quite crazy.
I mean, he solo carried the game basically.
Yeah, especially he. It's just not just him, right? The saves from the support were
Yeah.
always on point, especially disruption. Saving it so many times.